Okay, welcome everybody. Thank you. Who has come from outside the United States? Okay. Anybody from west of St. Louis, say? All right. So you're all pretty much this side of the country. Okay. Through the incredible generosity of an excellent company, Lockheed Vanilla has given each of you a bottle of vanilla. This stuff is gold. So you have to thank Darren. It's an amazing thing that they did this. And use it, I'm not going to say sparingly because you can always buy it, but it's the best. In the industry, Lockheed is the standard by which all the others hope to be. All right, couple of questions. Oh, first of all, if you have questions, you each have a pen with you. If anything occurs to you, write it down and ask. You know, you're here to learn, and I'm here to tell you anything I can help you with. Okay. Who is in business already, in the frozen dessert business? You are? What do you make? Ice cream and sorbet? Where?
In Georgia, or Alabama.
Well, they're two different states. Do you not know where you're going home?
I live in Phoenix City, so Phoenix City is right next to
Okay.
Georgia, so they're like right there again.
Okay. I just sold a kit 2 days ago to somebody on the Georgia, Alabama, or Georgia-Florida border, one of those two. Okay, anybody else in business? You are? Where?
In Texas.
In Texas. What do you do?
Italian ices.
Oh, cool. Cool. Just Italian ices?
And ice cream also. I started with the ice cream, but the Italian ices is what I'm doing now, and then I'm doing both, kind of.
Okay, we're going to talk about that. I thought what we would do is to start today with Italian ices. Italian ices, has anybody not had Italian ices? Okay, anybody else? You have shave ice down there, right?
Yes.
And you? You haven't had Italian. Where are you from?
Boca.
Boca? Boca Raton?
Yes.
Oh, one of my biggest students is down there. Well, actually, Palm Bay. Palm what? Palm Beach, right. Right on the beach, right on A1A. Okay. Italian ices, an amazing product. It is the simplest thing in the world to make. Very, very, very inexpensive. And it's refreshing as can be. More so in a warm climate. But you've had Italian ices, right? Unbelievable. So I thought we'd start with Italian ices. When I grew up, Italian ices, lemon cherry chocolate, that's what you had. That was the Italian ices. Now today, Italian ices has gone through the roof. There are exotic flavors. By exotic, I mean the addition of inclusions like you can throw M&Ms in there, you can throw chips in there, you can throw nuts in there, anything. Italian ices has taken off. It's not just lemon cherry chocolate, orange, stuff like that. So I thought we'd start. Everybody is now saying, well, why don't I get into the Italian ice business? I'll tell you why, but not now. So I thought we'd start with Italian ices, okay? Okay, first person to raise your hand, go. Okay, come on up here. And you might want to put an apron on. Let's see. Come on up. Here, throw an apron on. And look, it matches. All right. So I thought we'll start with Italian ices. Now, there are two machines we're going to use today. This is the CB350. By the way, you're here because you know about Emery Thompson. There's no equal in the world. It is the standard in the industry. It has been for oh, I don't know, years, maybe 100 years. Just so you know, just so we get into this a little bit, what's your name?
Lulu.
Lulu?
Yes, Dominique.
Dominique.
Yes.
Ooh. With a Q?
Yes.
Okay. Where was I? Oh, 100 years ago, let me see, 1904. This guy, it just shows you where the world comes from and goes to. Remember, some of you were old enough when you were kids, Grandma or whoever made ice cream in a bucket with a handle on top, and they would put ice around the container in the bucket and then pour in the cream and the ingredients and then stir it for about 40 minutes. And then the ice cream eventually thickened. And that's how ice cream started. Well, old man Thompson had an idea. I love it. What he said was, let's take that bucket and turn it on its side and put a motor on it. And that's all this is. This is, step aside, Lulu. Inside these machines is this. This is where the ice cream is made. And these things, called dashers, spin around and they make the ice cream thicker. And these coils, if you can see them on the outside, wrapped in this fuzzy stuff, this is what keeps it cold. When you turn on the machine, this goes, then you turn on the refrigeration, and these get refrigerant through it, cool this off, and the mixture that is being stirred with blades that are, what's the word? They press to the outside. I forget the word. Oh, you're like me. And what they do is they take, as it freezes on the outside here, the blades bring it back into the middle. And when it's ready, it's ready. And that's what this guy back in 1904 thought about. He took the bucket, put it on its side, and put a motor in it. And if you ever open up the sides of these machines, two things will impress you. First, the simplicity of it. It's a belt, that drives a little motor. But the other thing that will impress you is this. This is something that came along, I don't know, 20 years ago. And what it does is it not only instructs you if you, look, I'm selling machines. It's not what I'm here for. You'll see when we turn it on, there'll be, well, I'll show you in a minute. But anyway, so that's how these machines work. Very simple, but very effective. And they're made like iron. They're made like rocks. They're made in the United States. They're just bulletproof. My first store, I had the small machine for about 9 months. And of course, I made a lot of money in 9 months, as you will. And then I got rid of it and I got this one. This is the one that you will all eventually have. There's no question about it. This is a 24 quart. This is a 6 quart. This will last you. You'll just have to make ice cream much more often. This one is perfect. But rather than borrow money when you start your business for that one, take the money you have and buy that one. Very quickly, you'll have enough money to get that one. And you don't have to keep the small one, as so many people do, in case I need to go break. You don't need it, so sell it. And when you put it on eBay, figure about 15 minutes before it's sold. And you've all been on eBay. I know that, looking at Emery Thompson machines. If they're ever there, they go like that. Okay, so we'll make Italian ices. Jewelry, if you're wearing a watch, get rid of it. Rings, it's up your discretion. If it goes in the machine, it's my discretion. I grew up in New York City, and like I said, lemon cherry chocolate Italian ices. My favorite was chocolate. So is it okay if we make chocolate Italian ices to start? Okay. And then we'll taste it. You'll all have some of this, and then we'll talk about it. Okay, so Italian ices. Let's see if we have a formula for Italian ices. Oh. No, you get me. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Okay. By the way, in the kits that so far the three of you are getting, there are all the recipe cards. And what I did was I made copies of a few that I'll need. And lo and behold, Italian ice. So, Italian ice. Here's what you need to make Italian ice. And it's the same every time. In the 6-quart machine, which we'll use, I need 48 ounces of water. So 48 ounces. Now get sugar, Lulu. Dominoes on the right. And we're going to use a pound of sugar. Careful. We don't want that grape jelly all over the floor, do we? No. Okay, a pound of sugar. Now, do you know how to use, this is not facetious, but when you use a scale to weigh anything, what you have to do is zero it. So let's get a container. Thank you.
Yes,
That's
sir.
perfect. So we'll put that on, and now we're going to zero it, okay? Because this weighs 4.2 ounces. If we don't, then the pound of sugar is going to be short. So we'll zero this.
There it is.
And now you can put a pound of sugar in there.
Jeff, do you want the water from here or is there another?
Yeah, this is fine.
Yes,
To make chocolate Italian ices, of course, the basic ingredients in Italian ices, water and sugar, and then anything you want to make your Italian ices. And we could, if you'll pan over here, we could make pineapple, mango, raspberry, banana, sour cherry, blueberry, salted caramel, strawberry, chocolate mint. We could make any flavor Italian ices we want simply by adding that to the water and sugar. And then taste it. How much you say? Well, you taste it and you see if it's to your liking. I tend to like things a little bolder and a little sweeter.
Mm-hmm.
But remember, it's not what we like. It's what we want the public to enjoy. And of course, I think they all like it sweeter and bolder. But that's up to you. Now, I could make Italian ices. I could take Reese's peanut butter and make peanut butter Italian ices. It doesn't matter. And that's why the world of Italian ices has exploded, because you can do it with anything. But let's take chocolate. Okay, we set? Okay. Put the sugar in here and let's give it a stir. Now, you don't have to do this. And I always had a fight with them here about the fact of adding sugar to the machine. It's fine. But that's okay. We'll dissolve it a little bit. Right here. Oh, she gets to stir. All right. I discovered a product that is head and shoulders far and away better than any other chocolate I can find. We all know that Hershey's is the king of chocolate. They make good chocolate. They make great chocolate chips, and they make good chocolate. But a few years ago, they came out with a product called Hershey's Special Dark. This is, by far, incredibly superior to regular chocolate. And you'll taste it in the Italian ices. It is amazing. Now, we're making chocolate Italian ices. We can add, what can we add to chocolate Italian ices to spiff it a little? I'd say we could add some chocolate chips, maybe, right? I mean, that follows. We're not going to, but we could. We could add a jar of cherry preserves, couldn't we? Cherry chocolate Italian ices. I'm just going through these things to let you know that it's all here for all of you. Let it go. The sky's the limit. Because what you don't want to do is you don't want to open up a business that has the same menu board as that guy. Even though yours will be better after I show you how to make the world's best ice cream and ices. But you don't want, when somebody walks in and they see a flavor on your board and they know that the store they went to last time has the same flavor, well, you know, yeah, yours is better, but they're closer. We don't want that. We want your flavors to reflect your store.
Marshmallows.
Yes. Did you say marshmallow?
Yes.
Never use marshmallow.
No.
In anything you do, never use marshmallow. Why? It gums up everything. I mean, you can do it, but I would certainly rather add marshmallow at the end.
Okay.
After the ice, you know how I make a variegate? You've seen that, right? I would rather do that with marshmallow. I'd rather draw the ice cream out of the machine, and then when it's in a big bucket, put marshmallow on top and stir it up. I'd rather do that. If you put it in the machine, make sure it's the last thing you make of the day, and it's going to take you an hour to clean up.
I got it.
Okay. All right, so we have our sugar and water. Simple. Now we'll add it to the machine, making sure the gate is down, and we'll just pour it in. Good job stirring, Lulu. There's none left. This is the chocolate. I'm going to tell you 3 words, 4 words, and please try to remember them. You can even write them down. The 4 words are, don't worry about money. Don't worry about money. Trust me on this one. Don't worry about money. It'll be there. Everything's going to be great. Your life is going to change today. One quick story. How did I start in the business? I was retired, 60 years old, and I said to my wife, she said, what do you want to do? And I said, well, I don't know. She said, well, what are your likes? I said, well, I love 2 things. I love ice cream and I love cigars. She said, well, pick one. I said, all right, let me do a little research, because I was going to open up either an ice cream store or a cigar store. And I did a little research, as you all did, and I found this class. And 15 years ago, it was called Lunch with the President. And I came and I sat where that gentleman is in the corner back there. And they made ice cream. And the ice cream, the first one that was made, was called Merlot, you know. So as we will do today, the ice cream was passed around. And I sat in the back. This is a very true story. And I took a spoonful of it. And I put the spoon back down. I stood up and I walked outside, and I got on the phone. And I called my wife. And I said, Rose, we're going to be rich. True story. She said, what do you mean? I said, I just tasted the ice cream from the expert in the business, and it sucks. And if that's what his standards are, I can do much better. We're going to be rich. And it's a true story. And after I left the class, I started the ball rolling, which we'll go into later. Okay, so the stuff is in there. Did I cover that? Is that was there anything else we were talking about? No. Okay, so now we're going to turn the machine on, the screen. When you hit the screen, it says two choices. It says make ice cream or get help. If you press get help, it'll explain the workings of the machine for you. It's kind of simple. So you press make ice cream. Now they have choices. The choices are, there's more, but the first screen is homemade, dairy-free, custard, super premium, gelato, frozen yogurt. And then there's another screen, which we don't have to get into. The speed of the machine, before this invention, which is the infinite overrun control, before that invention, the speeds were 234 revolutions per minute, counterclockwise. 234. Those dashers spun 234 times a minute, scraping any buildup on the walls back into the middle. As a result, all of my products were 234. That's what the machine did. And that's full speed. Now, full speed will give you a great product. With Italian ices, full speed is what you use. You use 234. So we're going to press make ice cream, homemade, which is 234. You'll see it says 234, and we'll hit start. Now, you can picture what's happening in there, right? 234 times a minute, those plastic blades are going around and around and around. And they're mixing water and sugar. What we're going to add in is Hershey's Special Dark. How much? Like I said, it depends on your taste. I'll add a little, we'll taste it, we'll adapt, whatever. Just a little to start. And then we'll taste it. Great spoons, by the way. Think about it. You want to try it?
Oh, it's like right there. Okay.
It's right there.
That's all right. I think you will.
A little more? Whatever she says.
Come on. Go on. Go on.
Get two more. More?
Okay. Okay. Thanks, now. Just a taste.
Okay, now we're ready. It doesn't mean that we're finished tasting, because once it starts to freeze a little bit, we'll taste it again, and it's not too late to add something else. Now, what happens if we say, uh-oh, we added too much chocolate? What do? More water. All right, now when we press this, those freezing tubes on the outside are going to start. The compressor inside will kick in. And you always want to listen for it. You'll hear it, but listen for it anyway when you hit it. Ready? Is that it? That's the compressor, right? I think so. Okay, now it's working. There's a timer on here, which you don't have to pay any attention to. Let's see. Should we add some? Let's add a couple of chips, all right? I see them sitting here. Why not? That's all right.
Now, but my kid is at the question. So we just started to freeze, and she just asked me.
Good question she brought up. Will the chips stay whole, or will they get beat up a little? They'll get beat up a little. Some of them will stay whole, most of them, but some of them will get beat up. Is that a bad thing? No, of course not. What I used to do when I first started is before I put them in, I would throw them in the Ninja, give them a quick, so that they were real small pieces. I didn't do that this time. We'll see. You hear them? All right. Any questions? Yes, sir.
What's the maximum amount of water you can fit?
Boy, good question. The maximum amount of water, it all depends on inclusions. You know what inclusions are? Chocolate chips, pieces of cake, we're going to M&Ms, we're going to use brownies later. How much of that stuff you put in, because the cylinder's only this big. So, as a rule of thumb, in the 6-quart, 48, I would say 60 ounces. But, oh, you didn't just ask me that, did you? How many ounces is that? How many ounces in a quart? How many? Wow. How many ounces in a quart, group? 32. 32. Okay, 128 in a gallon. But you'll get to know this. Okay, any other questions? Now, by the way, his question is significant. How much can you put in the machine? Well, you can't hurt the machine, but you can put in too much to make your ice cream or ices. And you'll know that if it starts coming out. This is the only way to come out now until we open the gate. So if you put too much in and it's mixing it up, it's going to, whoa. So what do? Next time you use less. That's a good point that brings me up. This isn't science. This part is art. It's art. We're going to become artists. All we have to know is the basics of what to use, how much to use. After that, let this go. It's all art. If any of you are painters or writers or etchers or engravers or whatever, this will be right up your alley. What?
Musician.
Musician, perfect. This will be right up your alley. If not, I have the answer for you. Just use my recipes. There's 100 in there. Just pick them. They're all guaranteed. They're all perfect. If you don't want to think or create, that's fine. Just use the recipes that I've created. They work. And they're going to make you money. And you're going to love them. You can adapt them. If you think, oh, this is way too sweet, use a little less. Oh, it's not sweet enough, use a little more. But the framework is there for you. Okay? Question? Come on, you're killing me.
Now, so,
By the way, you get 4, so you're halfway there now.
she'll pick up the other one.
Okay.
So what's the least amount that you can put there?
Another good question. Why do you ask? He asked, what's the least amount you can put in the machine? And I asked him, why did you ask that?
Because if you want to experiment, maybe, or you don't want to make a full batch, and if that full batch is no good.
Just make it.
You're gonna sell it.
Or the back.
Make it and sell it.
Believe it. Believe it.
Yeah, my kids will eat it.
Okay. Take 20 of these and put them out here. Okay? Perfect. Okay, let's give it a taste. Oh, you're going to freak. Look what happens when you taste the spoon. What is that, by the way? Why does that happen? Okay, it's almost ready. And then we're going to dish it out, and you'll try it, and you'll say how great it is. And then we're going to move on to a product that you've probably never, ever even heard of. Okay, anything else?
Yeah. Why did you decide to do your first flavor coconut?
Perfect. After I left the class, I knew that I could do this better than the king of the industry. So I bought a machine, and I went to the supermarket. I bought the machine. They delivered it and put it on the counter in my kitchen. And I went to the supermarket. I didn't know anything. I didn't know anything. I went to the supermarket. I took a cart and I walked up and down every aisle. And anything that I thought could remotely make ice cream, I bought. I bought Famous Amos cookies. I bought M&Ms. I bought Snickers. I bought Payday. I bought Jello flavors. I bought apple pie filling. I bought cans of coconut. I bought anything I thought would make ice cream. And then I got home, and I put it all on the counter. I spent $175, by the way. Try it. I spent $175, and I had it all on the counter, and here's the machine, and I haven't a clue what to do.
That's all right. That's all right.
That's pretty damn good, isn't it? By the way, this is the stage we're at now. See that? We're going to go more, but that's where we are now. So I thought, well, make ice cream, cream. So I went back to the store and I bought cream. I bought whole cream and heavy cream, they call it, and half. And I came back, and of course, it didn't work. You can't make ice cream out of cream. It doesn't work. So I did a little research, as I'm prone to do. By the way, now you have to watch it more often, because it's close. So I'll interrupt all the time and keep watching. It's good, isn't it? So I found a dairy in Florida that sells ice cream mix. So I said to the guy, another true story, I've been a wacky road. I said to the guy, I need ice cream mix. He said, how much do you want? I said, well, how do you sell it? He said, 2 bladders to a box. 2 bladders to 1 box. I said, well, all right, I'll take a box. And he laughed. He was laughed on the phone. I said, what? He said, you don't expect me to deliver 1 box of ice cream mix to you, do you? I said, well, yeah. He said, no, that ain't going to happen. I said, what's your minimum? And he said, well, at least 6 boxes once a week. And I knew I'd never get there. So I said, all right, can I meet the truck somewhere? He said, yeah, we can do that. And I said, I'll pay him right there. He said, yeah, you'll have to pay in cash because it's, you know, we don't know you. I said, no problem. How much is it? And 1 box at that point, don't get crazy on me now, was $18. It's a little different now, but it doesn't matter. So I said, okay, and I had arranged to meet him on the side of the road. Now, at that time, I had a Z4 BMW, a little car. And now I want you to visualize. Here I am in a Z4 convertible. I pull up on the side of the highway, and I get out of the car, and a truck comes up and pulls up behind me. I open my trunk, and a man puts a box in my trunk. I close the trunk and give him money. This is true. Not 3 seconds later, woo, woo, woo! And the cop pulls over and he says, what's going on here? I said, well, I bought some ice cream mix. He said, right, hands on the roof. So I'm standing there like this, and he said, pop the trunk. I popped the trunk, and I'm standing there like this, and he looks at the box, and the box, and most boxes have a little hole on the side where you lift it, and in there he sees white in a plastic bag. To be continued. We're ready. Now, stand over here. Now this, don't let it shoot out.
Okay.
You have to go nice and slow until you get there, okay? Then you can open it a little further, all right? Good. Now you have the feel, you can let it go and fill up a container. Go ahead, let it go.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you can let it go, okay. Okay. Zip it. Oh, zip it.
Zip it.
Zip it.
Zip it.
There we go.
Oh, they made a mess. Yeah.
That's all right. Don't worry. Next person will clean it up.
Can I start scooping?
Yeah. You want to do it?
Yes, sir.
If you put it here, I'll help you.
Okay.
Oh, come on. What, are you kidding me?
Sorry.
They didn't wait for that.
We're going to be eating a lot of ice cream today, Jess.
They don't know it at this point.
Okay. Ooh.
Looks good, doesn't it? Believe me, in a couple hours, you're going to be going, oh, no, more of this. It's never too much. That's my philosophy.
That's what Lucas said.
Yeah.
And just like you said, you can see some of the chips are like still intact, and then you see some that are like itty bitty pieces.
Yeah. As it should be. Don't feel like you have to finish it. I'll finish it for you. This machine will make ice cream which expands. Now remember, this didn't expand at all. What we put in is what we got out. Ice cream will expand. So ice cream we're going to get, and now if you would, oh, hold it, we need spoons. Each one has a spoon. Ice cream will make just under 2 gallons. Probably 1.5. Let's call it 1.5 gallons. The other machine will make 6. And there you realize how much you're going to have to make. Now, let's temper this, because when you first start your business, you're not going to be besieged with making ice cream every hour of every day, because you don't have that many customers. But it won't be long. It won't be long. What I found is that when I had the small machine, Yeah, do her a favor and take it yourself, okay? Oh, look, he specifically picked out 2. Where were we? What I found was that when I had the smaller machines, what? I can't worry about that now. Napkins, just use use his shirt. What I found is that when I was making ice cream 5 days a week, and making ice cream it's not like a drudge. You know, you put music on, you lock the door, and you're pretty good. But what I found was when I was making it 5 days a week for 4 to 5 hours at a clip each time, I felt now it's time to upgrade. So I did. And I got the big one. With the big one, I was making, oh, good idea. With the big one, I was making ice cream in the beginning, maybe 3 days a week for maybe 3.5 hours. But you'll get to the point, why don't you just pass the roll around?
Thank you.
Yeah, let me know when you open up. I'll come and show you how to unlock the door. So that's the point that you have to consider. How much time do you want to have making ice cream? And remember, it's not a chore. If it's a chore, something's wrong, because you get to have fun. If I asked this class to tell me the one reason you're getting into this business, the one reason that you're getting into this business, just a hand, what would it be? What would it be? Nah, that's crap. Don't give me that. Money, of course. That's why we're here. We want to make money. Nothing wrong with that. It's not a bad thing. It's America. This is what we do. Whatever you're doing now, you want more of it, and you want less hassle. Maybe you don't want to go to an office 5 days a week. Maybe you don't want to travel. Maybe you don't want to put on a suit and tie. Maybe you want to have other people around you. Whatever the reason, we want to make more money. That's number one. Nothing wrong with that. And I'm going to tell you that that's the easy part. What would you think the number 2 reason? We understand, number 1, we want to make money. What's number 2? Well, we like ice cream. Did you have one?
I did.
Oh, okay. How is it?
It's wonderful. It's my first time having it.
First time having Italian ices? Oh, okay. Yes, Lulu.
For me, it's like putting smiles on people's faces and watching their reaction.
Very good.
Have fun.
For me, number 1 wasn't making money. I know you don't believe this, but I never thought about making it. It didn't matter to me. Because in life, you know this because you're all not kids anymore. You know that if you do the right thing, ethically, morally, financially, if you do the right thing, good things come. I mean, that's it. Of course it will. For me, what I wanted to do was I wanted to have fun. I love ice cream. You think you like ice cream, you don't hold a candle to me. When I was a kid, my parents used to buy half gallons of Breyers and put it in the freezer. What I did at night, in the middle of the night, I would sneak into the kitchen, take the Breyers and open the bottom and eat ice cream from the bottom so they wouldn't know. And then I put it back. I love ice cream. And I was a fat kid and I loved ice cream. I thought, if I can do this, and I sat there and I said, well, I can make better ice cream than this. If I can do that, what fun that'll be. So yes, we want to make money, but roofers make money. Today, it's going to be 95, it's going to be 195, and they're on top of roofs. You think they're happy doing that? No, not today, they're not. In the fall, okay, they're not bad. They're doing what they like, they're doing what they're good at, but today, no. But imagine, every day, you can go into your store, hit the air conditioning, whatever, put on the music, get your ice cream ready, turn the sign to open or flick the switch open. And whoever walks in that door, like Lulu said, you're going to make them very happy because your ice cream is the best. It's not Breyers, it's not Haagen-Dazs, not Ben & Jerry's, it's better. It's distinctly better than any of those ice creams. When you try the ice cream today, there's 2 flavors we're going to make that are going to blow you away. When you taste the ice cream today, you're going to understand what it's all about. So yes, we want to make money. That's number 1. Fill a bucket, one of the bigger ones on the right there. On the right. Yeah, that's good. 3/4 with water. We're going to rinse the machine out. See how I ramble? I go from one to one, but it's all right. You'll pick it up later. Where were we? Yes, we want to make money. We want to have fun. We want to do. If you knew you could do the best of something, anything, the best of something, wouldn't you want to share it with people? Because you're the best at it. This is what's going to happen with ice cream. You're going to make the best ice cream in the world. There's no question. Nobody will dispute that. When people try your ice cream, they're going to know that you know what you're doing, and this is far superior to anything else. And I'll tell you what that's going to lead to in a minute. Now you don't have to clean the machine between flavors. What we're going to do is we're going to rinse. So take the water, make sure this is down. First, let's turn it on and get the rest of the stuff out. Yeah.